Patreon member shout out. When there's the truth, you know I'll be there. Amongst the lies, you know I'll be there. I'll go anywhere, so I'll see you there. I don't care if you don't mind. I'll be there, not far behind. I will dare, keep in mind. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming out today with a Veve and OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. So we have a couple of things to go over today. It has been a crazy 24 hours, but a lot of them are good. But one thing that we'll talk about is the slowdown of the gem purchases, and I mean slowdown of money going onto the app every day. Whereas if you look back in December, we were having in January, we're having well over $1 million. Like, there was not a day that went by in January that we had less than $1 million go onto the app. Where we've had several of those days, and they haven't been like low hundred thousands, they have been in the high hundreds of thousands. And there were several days where we had over $1 million, sometimes $2, sometimes $3 million per day that go onto the app in February. But March 1st was the first day since since December 13th that we had less than $600,000 go onto the app. We had $578,000 go on yesterday. However, we are still burning a ton of OMI. We've burnt no less than 100 million OMI for a long time. I actually can't find it. I can't find it right here. So that was a lot. I thought that was very good. I'm sorry, that was gem purchases from the reserve wallet that had happened. As far as the OMI burn, we have a total of 32.199 billion that has been burned, and yeah, it's a good sign. So let's keep it moving here. We have, according to Aldous Havley, it looks like there's a little bit of a argument or a little bit of a debate between how many of the top 20 highest grossing media franchises we have in the world. Now, I think we have 9 out of 20. There are some that say we have 11 out of 20, and I'll tell you why. So out of the top 20, we currently have Mickey Mouse and Friends, Winnie the Pooh, Star Wars, Disney Princesses, Marvel Cinematic Universe, Spider-Man, Batman, Toy Story, and Cars. That would be 9. The other 2 that are up for the debate are Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter. Now, we do have WB, we do have MGM, MGM obviously having Lord of the Rings, and a WB having Harry Potter, but also WB does have Lord of the Rings as well. So it's kind of a double whammy. I officially announced we have 9, but out of those 11, those other 2, I'm pretty sure we do have those as well. Brock McBlockchain had a couple of our favorite bread cat, the CEO of the Fiches. Those things are pretty cool. Has a couple of things that he wanted to say, at least on Twitter. So I figured I'd have an audience here. I think what he says is usually very good. This quote: When investing in OMI, when investing in NFTs, there's some things you have to look at for short and long-term investors. Take inventory. What do you have on hand? How far under are you on it? What's the current sentiment on it? If you sell it, how can you use what the floor price brings to get you back whole? How long do you expect that to take? What new items may appear beforehand? Selling 3 times items for $500. Don't just jump into selling something for $500. In fact, the $500 in gems may be best used, not in anything, but instead going for drops to try to rebuild your liquidity. Jumping from one red to another isn't always a move, meaning if you're down so much, when everything's down, it may or may not be the best or worst idea to hodl what you have or sell in the red to buy something else that's also in the red. Again, it is a gamble. The app has something for everyone, but that doesn't mean everyone's opinions matter or that they should to you. Collect what you want. I'm saying this forever, saying not what people tell you to want. Heck people's opinions, even mine. Take what you find value, then apply it your way. Agreed. And there's a bunch of these. Just go on Brock. I mean, if I go through all of these, I'm gonna be here for like 20 minutes, and nobody wants that. So in other news, we do have Matt Gondek's weapons rack. Now there is a little bit of a little bit of pushback from this, but I'll just go here and say here's the weapons rack. 2 of these things aren't even weapons. Like, you have, I think 3 of these. Oh no, 2. Where you have and this is the blue. There's blue and gold weapons rack. The spray paint cans. Now, yes, pen is mightier than the sword. So spray paint cans, those spray paint things, which I think they're cool. I think that's a good way of art. And I think art in general, like, is just an expression of self. They have Lucille. They have Lucille from Walking Dead over here. These all look cool. Handcuffs, which could be kinky. I'm not even gonna get into that. Yeah, brass knuckles. Yeah, tire art. Yeah, so you got some weapons over here, and are we going to be able to use these in the Veve verse for zombie apocalypse? I don't know. You have the blue stuff, and you have the gold stuff. Is this blue or gold? What is the dress? Anyone? Comment down below if you remember that meme. That drove the internet crazy for like a week. And yeah, so apparently that these were inspired by the riots / protests that were happening in 2020, where things got so heavily polarized that nobody seemed to care about the pandemic anymore while people were protesting and rioting. But apparently these were inspired by that. They were inspired by how harsh policemen can be sometimes. And yeah, so I don't want to say the actual words because that might actually get me demonetized. But yeah. Again, art is an expression of self. I like these. I think we can use this in the Veveverse. I think these will be cool. Even if we can't use these individual items in the Veveverse, these just seem boss. Like, how gangster is that to just have that on your wall? Like, I would... God, this looks so cool. Moving on after that, like I said, Matt Gondek does have a couple of things, and that he will... I assume it's not just one drop that we're getting with him. And again, he's partnered with Coinbase as well. I think that it would make sense that one of his things, or he would be an artist that say, oh, hey, yeah, you're going to be able to sell this, buy and sell on the Veve app, and also buy and sell this on Coinbase NFT. Now, this is just speculation, but it does make sense. Why wouldn't the artist want his work to get more exposure on another platform like Coinbase NFT? I digress. Moving on. Veve Digital Collectibles says payout beta. We're onboarding beta testers every week at random. Testing will continue in phases as we satisfy certain parameters, including form fills, load testing, and handoffs between us and BlueSnap, their MTL provider. When ready to go live, it will also release in phases. Moving on, it says web platform, which if I think that the web platform will come, the web app will come third. Like, we're going to have MTL first, and then I think we're going to get exchanges, and then the web app. But they haven't mentioned exchanges in this. They just said the web platform. So maybe the web platform comes before exchanges. It says, currently in staging, we'll continue to test this month until ready for prime time. I think just, again, they haven't mentioned exchanges because they're not allowed to. Like, if let's say they have, Bitmart or KuCoin or Coinbase or whatever, if they have those three, Veve's not allowed to say anything until the exchanges do. So maybe that's why they're not mentioning it, and maybe web app can still be third, considering they're still testing. Drop queue, internal testing by end of the week. Then we'll do at least a test drop for everybody to participate in. Both the queue and the current system will be live concurrently. So I guess I'll have both, which is going to be really cool. I'm very excited about that. Elite Comics. Okay, so not only do we have Marvel Comics, we have Elite Comics. Elite Comics is proud to announce Veve Official as an elite sponsor of a con, Elite Comics Virtual Comic Con. 5 days of massive live sales, celebrity guests, charity auctions, and giveaways. March 9th through the 13th, live only at Elite Comics 11 on Instagram. Now, I think this is just a name. I don't know if they have any actual comics themselves that we'll be getting drops on, but it is very cool that they are the sponsor of Con, Elite Comics 11 Virtuals Comic Con. I thought that was pretty awesome. And yeah, let's move on. For those of you that are looking at Elite Comics _11, though, that's the one you have to go and search on the Twitter. There is some Tesla news here real quick. President of the United States does like electric vehicles, or at least certain electric vehicles. He said, quote, Ford is investing $11 billion to electric vehicles, creating 11,000 jobs across the country. GM is making the largest investment in its history, $7 billion to build electric vehicles, creating 4,000 jobs in Michigan. Now, why is this important? Why am I going over electric vehicles in an OMI? Because Tesla has gone on and they have bought a ton of Bitcoin. Like, I think well over $1 billion worth of Bitcoin back in 2020, 2021. And Elon Musk responds by saying Tesla has created over 50,000 U.S. jobs building electric vehicles and is investing more than double GM and Ford combined for the information, the person controlling Joe Biden's Twitter. And Jeremy Pador says, translation, Elon Musk is tired of being overlooked. I think it is sweet victory, sweet justice that Elon Musk, and the Tesla company, they're the biggest on the market. They're the biggest car company in the world, and they're the company that happens to be invested in crypto. Will they accept more at some point? I think yes. Outside of Doge and Bitcoin, they will probably accept Ethereum and probably moving on to others at some point. Will they accept OMI? In the near future, most definitely not. But in the far future, maybe. Some more utilization, some more utility for these NFTs. A guy named Harish on Twitter says, this was posted in the Facebook group today. Some guy named Philip Classy. And the post says, I have a vacation home in Sarasota, Florida, 5 minutes away from the beach, available starting May 15th. Will swap for the right collectibles. Make offer for a weekly or monthly stay. That is utility. That is real world utility. I heckin' love it. I love it. So again, why is Tesla good? I just had to throw that quick piece of good news in there. Why is Tesla good for the crypto market at large? Just because they have a lot of Bitcoin. They are very, very, very pro crypto. So when Teslarati announced that Rivian launched a new dual motor options for its R1T and R1S, Elon Musk goes on to say their negative gross margin will be staggering. I mean, they'll be losing a lot of money. And for Elon Musk saying, quote unquote, in the Cybertruck, he said, our primary challenge is affordability. Creating an expensive truck is relatively easy. If it is extremely hard to do so for Tesla, despite our much greater economies and scale and better technology, then it is damn near impossible for others. So Cybertruck pricing we will be able to get next year. Other crypto news. Bitcoin price now has support above $40,000. Data shows Bitcoin redistribution event, and this is something that is very, very bullish for the crypto market. I think we had a knee-jerk reaction to that Ukraine-Russia crisis, which is still going on. Thoughts and prayers for the people of Ukraine, or just any honestly, even like people that are, I mean, was there like a draft in Russia? Even for anyone that has, joined the Russian military under false pretenses, or they were forced to, and they say they're going on like a training exercise, and then suddenly they're, imagine this: you're 18 years old or 17. I don't know what Russia's thing is. You're a teenager still. You're in this new country, or it's a country right next to yours, but let's say you have family in this country, and you have no quarrel with the people of this country, but you're in it, and you're treated as like a hostile invader, and you thought it was just a military exercise. You don't know what's going on. You have senior leaders screaming down your neck. You have other people shooting at you, and you don't know what the fudge to do. I do feel for some of the Russian soldiers as well, because again, these people that are forced to do these things, and yeah, feel bad for everyone involved that has to die. But that being said, I do believe that this is going to be contained to just Ukraine, and I think a lot of the economies and a lot of the markets are seeing that. Oh, hey, yeah, this is probably just going to be a Ukraine-Russia crisis. It's not going to go out to the Baltic states, not going to go through the European Union, although they might be affected. It's not going to go that. So a lot of these markets are rallying. Data shows Bitcoin top buyers already capitulated, and the new bull rally is speculated to be here. That is a news BTC. Cardano price analysis. ADA price heads up to 0.971, so 97 cents, as bullish trend leads the market. That is as per cryptopolitan.com. So as I've been saying, there is a bunch of reasons to think and be positive, at least for the bull market or markets in general. And yeah, for Earth 2, Shane announced something yesterday that clarified 2 community managers have exited the team. They are Elizabeth Ems and Kieran Edwards, aka Liz and K Diz. They were just on the Discord team, and they're just moving forward. They don't want to put any additional pressure on team members. Just a lot of people were going through a lot of stress, so they're taking their leave for right now. And as far as Veve is concerned and OMI is concerned, like I said, I'm still all in. I'm still very bullish. For Bit4X right now, you are still able to go in and put in Go OMI to Bit4X and take out ERC20 OMI and put that into your trust wallet. Be advised, the conversion ratio is god awful. Like the gas fees, you are paying so much. You're paying so much. It is like to change over 1,000,000 OMI, you'll get back like slightly over 900,000 OMI. Like it is a ton that you're paying in gas fees. So I put in a lot of OMI yesterday. I'll let you guys know how much more OMI I'll be getting back today. So I decided to do one of my trust wallets. I'll do one at a time. So like 2 million went in yesterday, 16 million went in yesterday. I got like 1.8 million back, 1.9 million back. The other 16 million that I put in, that I'm gonna get, I'll let you guys know how much that is. But the gas fees are a lot. If you want to exchange, it's a lot. So moving on. Actually, that's it for today. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashian. Everyone check out @HeyDivDon, @KingMavsForever, Standoff Chart, and King Mavs on the Veve app. Kobe Collects and Omi Player 1 on YouTube, Raythex.eth, domain name, Powers of X #1 over here, Kobe Collects down here, Kyle Willson, Wendy Stibalis, Wooden Cheeks, Veve Las Vegas, Taps, Trades, Mars Davis, Legacy of Bermuda, Sody Pop Media, The Gale, Veve Darklink, and Veve Vibes, all on the Twitter. I think I said Charles Merkel as well. On YouTube, I should say. Got @WetWizardVV, Garia1234CA3 on Twitter, DirkBrad.com/page/Veve-photography, and WoundedWarriorProject.org. All right, I love you guys. Goodbye. Meow, meow.